What's up, guys? Welcome back to Young, Hot, and Divorced. I'm your host, Tori Gottlieb, and today's guest is somebody that I've known forever and definitely knows me way too well. We go all the way back to middle school. It's so crazy. And funny enough, she eventually ended up marrying somebody who was in our grade as well, and her name is now Amanda Pargament, and that's really hard for me, as you know. I still go by her maiden name. So on Instagram, she's at Health by Amanda Robin, Robin with a Y. She is a new mom to the sweetest little girl, Bryn. She's actually so cute. You know, she looks exactly like Jacob.
I think me.
Okay, maybe like when more hair comes in. She is I'm going to read this because it's a lot of words, a certified integrative nutrition health coach. Did I get that right?
That was perfect.
So that means that she's better at eating than I am. So that's why she's here today to talk about all of that stuff. And in true Young, Hot, and Divorced fashion, she has also coached one of my exes. We're not allowed to say which, but she knows the drill. So yeah, we have plenty to talk about today. So Amanda, welcome to Young, Hot, and Divorced.
Thanks so much for having me, Tori. I'm so excited to be here and talk all things health, wellness, nutrition, pregnancy, postpartum, all the things.
I'm so excited. Basically, the reason I reached out to you at the beginning was because I know that during this whole divorce journey and also like postpartum as well, I have really fluctuated in weight. And it's been really hard for me. So like when I'm depressed, I'm not eating. And all of a sudden when I get happy, I call it fappy, like fat happy. And I get like chubbier. I would just say like my jeans aren't fitting sort of thing. Like, you know, it's like visual fullness. So I was wondering just like right off the bat, like, what would you recommend to somebody who just can't eat?
Yeah. So emotional eating is such a real thing, right? Like when we're bored, we're stressed, we're happy, we're fappy.
Fappy.
Whatever it is, like the emotional eating piece is really real. If you can't eat, it really depends on the person.
Mhm.
But I always say like, okay, how can we get a nutrient dense meal in like just a little bit? I would say like smoothies is a good place to start. You can pack a lot of nutrients in a smoothie. And you could just be like a tall glass of a smoothie. So you could pack in protein powder, cauliflower rice. You don't taste it, I swear.
Oh my God, I've never thought of putting that in a
Frozen
smoothie.
cauliflower rice, I promise you don't taste it. Frozen spinach, seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, fruit. That way, peanut butter. So you're getting healthy fats, fiber, protein, nutrients, and you don't actually have to chew. So for someone who's not that like hungry or nauseous, like sometimes that's easier. Some people, you know, something else might work for them. Like comfort food, maybe like oatmeal with protein powder. Like I'm always going to push for protein. It depends. Like, I guess like for you, like what were you craving anything or really nothing at all? Like,
No. Like I made myself really sick at one point. I ended up being hospitalized with seizures because I had no electrolytes. Like my body was completely malnourished. I was like 90 something pounds. It was really bad. But something that helped me in recovery from that was hard-boiled eggs.
I was literally going to say that.
So they're so easy in that like you can make them in batch. And sometimes I can't handle the yolk, but like at least I can eat one egg white, two egg whites. It's kind of like keeping me a little bit more full. I kind of consider it like a morning snack.
I think that's great.
And then a shake. And that's kind of where I was at with like reintegrating food into my life. I also struggle with drinking enough water.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the hard-boiled eggs are great because they're packed with protein. Some people have the egg ick, so like I don't mention that.
It happens sometimes, and they smell, and like I hear you.
Yeah, I actually have it like weirdly right now, which is like really new for me. Anyways, not pregnant. So a big thing here is like, what do you like in your water? Like some people hate plain water. Sometimes like fresh lemon, fresh lime, strawberries, like mint, things like that in your water will help you drink a little bit more. Also, having like a fun water bottle. This is not a plug, but the LO Pop and Fill water.
I'm dying to know what water bottle is good, so please let me know.
The LO Pop and Fill water bottle is my favorite because you literally just like click it, it pops up, you drink it, and then you pop it up again, and you could fill in water and ice without like screwing it off. So like the act of that makes it easier. So like a pretty water bottle that you love, lemon lime, like I said, and then electrolytes too. Like there's a lot of brands that I like that are definitely cleaner. Momentous is a good one. Thorne has a good one. Ultima is a good one, and that's also in Whole Foods.
Okay.
So that's like accessible. And then there's other brands out there, like Athlete is a new one for me. A lot of people don't know that brand. It doesn't just have electrolytes. It also has like vitamins and minerals. So it's like an all-in-one.
Okay.
Which I think that could be a good route for someone that like isn't getting enough food because you're not getting the right nutrients from food either.
That was definitely a big problem for me. So would you say to like stay away from, even if it's sugar-free liquid IV type things?
Sugar-free liquid IV isn't my favorite. So what I focus on as a health coach is like the ingredients. Like that's a huge thing for me. And a lot of people come to me with like digestion issues, inflammation, and products like liquid IV with a lot of like either sugar or random ingredients in them. It upsets our stomach. And like you might not realize right away that's what it's from, but like later on in the day, wake up with severe bloating, like it could be from that.
Okay.
So I like to focus on products that are cleaner.
And how do you feel about poppy?
So I think I'm starting to talk about this more on my Instagram. Marketing is strong out there. Whether a product says like supports gut health or low carb, low sugar, like, anyone could put that on a label. So we have to really like do a deep dive, like check the ingredients first. Most of the ingredients are really clean. And I mean, it's still has carb and sugar in it. So it's just something that should be had in moderation, in my opinion. Is it better than a processed Diet Coke? Yes, definitely.
Are you calling me out?
No. So, I mean, also, I believe anything in moderation.
Okay.
I have clients that come to me and they're like, I know you promote like cleaner ketchup, cleaner ranch dressing, like whatever it may be. And I'm like, and they say, I won't have the clean. Like, and I'm like,
I agree with the ketchup. It's fucking vile.
that's totally okay. Like if you want to keep your lines, go for it. That's fine. So just because like I prefer to go clean doesn't mean if you don't and you have the regular Heinz or Diet Coke that you're not going to be able to lose weight or reach your health goals.
Okay. So like, to be honest, I think the gut part of the poppy kind of works. My poops after a poppy are so much better.
Great. So everyone,
Call it a poppy poop.
oh, that's so funny. So everyone is really different. I think it's like with supplements, right? Like that has like, you know,
Probiotics.
like probiotics, bacteria, and if that's good for you and nourishing your gut, then there's like actual like pill probiotics. Like someone might not feel any difference on one. To be honest, like I take a ton of supplements. I don't really feel that different on them. I have clients that are like, oh my God, this Armor colostrum like changed my life.
Okay, I never noticed with that Armor colostrum.
Yeah, no, same. It's like I like it and I believe it's like nourishing my gut and helping me. But I never felt such a difference. So it's just with anything, like great, the poppy's working for you, so keep up with it. There's another one that right now, why am I blanking on the name? The yogurt with the probiotics in it.
Doesn't every yogurt have probiotics?
It's like marketed specifically that the probiotics are really concentrated. Coconut coal. You're just supposed to have like a spoonful every morning. It's supposed to be good like probiotics for you.
Okay.
They now have like chocolate mousse flavor and all these crazy things. Like in my opinion, like we don't need to start our day off with like the sugar or even an act of like buying something that's so expensive. Like just take a pill, or like you can also get probiotics and prebiotics and all that stuff from food. So you don't have to do all these like extra things.
And something that you were saying was like an easy comfort food kind of thing to get started. And for me, that was also like a yogurt parfait. So I would put a little granola. I would put some strawberries, like a fruit, what I was feeling, the yogurt, a little bit of honey, and just kind of like mix it. Sometimes I would do cinnamon and chia seeds, like put a little bit more into it and mix it all together. That was helpful too. I personally like Faye. Is that bad?
Faye is great.
Okay.
And I think great yogurt bowl. I think like something else to know if you're struggling with eating, like you could do that for dinner. Like I don't care.
I do.
Right. You could have a cottage cheese bowl for breakfast. Lunch could be your hard-boiled eggs, and dinner could be an oatmeal bowl or a yogurt bowl. Like it doesn't matter the time of day you have anything. So I mean, I've been having ground beef bowls for breakfast. Like don't judge, but like I'm craving meat in the morning.
Judging a little, but like I can't say I haven't like scarfed down a hamburger first.
Yeah, like sometimes if I have leftover meatballs, like I'm gonna have it for breakfast. That's like a new thing for me. But my point being, like whatever you can eat, like you make it work.
What about bananas? What's your stance on bananas?
So I feel like fruit in general like gets a really bad rap. Like bananas, strawberries, blueberries, plums, peaches, like whatever the fruit is, it's one ingredient. It's from the earth. It has vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, banana, potassium. Bananas are amazing, but I think we want to stick to the portion size of one banana. I think when you're having a lot of fruit, it can get very out of hand. And I don't think anything should be eaten out of hand. Because what fruit does is it's essentially sugar, it's carb. It spikes our blood sugar levels. So what that does is like, you're going to be on that roller coaster of like, you're hungry, you eat it, and then you have energy, and then you crash afterwards. It's like when you tell your kids not to eat dessert before dinner. It's very similar to if you're grabbing handfuls of fruit throughout the day. it's not a bad thing, right? It's nutrients.
Wait, I'm just dying because I'm thinking there is a frame in my kitchen. You're gonna see it, and it literally says "Eat cake for breakfast," which is like
sometimes we can do that.
Oh, man.
I just think it's causing us throughout the entire day for our blood sugar to rise, and you're on that roller coaster, and that can make us like depressed, anxious, stressed out, tired. We need the energy, which is why I always say if you're having, let's say, a banana, like pair it with protein or fat, like fat meaning like nuts or peanut butter.
That's
going to
peanut butter
stabilize your blood sugar, and that's also going to fill you up a bit more too.
Okay, I hear you on that. Like, so some mornings I'll have a banana, maybe an boiled egg, and that's
perfect because then you're pairing the carb with your protein.
Yeah, and that's simple enough for me. You know, it's also both things can be taken on the go. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you know, as a busy mom, like sometimes you just have to throw some things in your bag and those work.
100%. Convenience is key. Like having travel snacks is key. I work with people that travel all the time.
Yeah.
Like whether it's for their job, with kids, etc. Like you can make it work. You can still reach your health goals when you're traveling.
That's good to know. Mm-hmm. I don't go out much these days. I want to talk to you because specifically you brought some snacks, and I feel like packaged goods have been getting a really bad rap lately. Yeah. I heard something the other day that was like, if it didn't exist 100 years ago, you shouldn't eat it.
Yeah, I think in this day and age, like pretty much everything is processed, right? Like even my peanut butter, I go for a peanut butter with 2 ingredients, like nuts and salt. You don't even need salt. I like the salt. It's so processed. Mm-hmm. It's hard to find things that aren't processed, but I think it's better to focus on ingredients without all the added things like corn syrup, cornstarch. Like that's the stuff that you want to stay away from. Like that is basically just companies have been adding that stuff to make it more satisfying and like addictive.
Okay. I didn't even know what it did.
So you want to go for things like a nut pack, which I gave you today, without seed oils. So it has better oils in there that are actually better for you and don't cause inflammation. So I'm not against packaged products. I think they're really easy and they're convenient. I just personally look out for the ingredients.
Okay. And are there any kid snacks that you know of that you recommend?
Of course. So a lot of brands now are also coming out with like packs of things, like portion snack packs, which I love. So 2 cereal brands I love launched like snack packs, Lovebird cereal and 7 Sunday cereal.
So you know, I'm going to watch this back and have to like order all of this.
Also head to my website because I have a section that has discount codes and I have a code for both of those brands.
Plug.
Those 2 cereals. Solely Gummies is also a really good one for kids.
You recommend a gummy?
Solely Gummies. There's one ingredient. Only fruit. It's organic mango, organic strawberry. Like that's it.
It's
really
amazing.
Yes. What else can I recommend? Nut packs are a really good one. And if you can't bring nuts to school, sunflower butter.
Yes,
good one.
Yes, I've heard of that.
But I like to go for like the unsweetened, no added sugar. Seeds are really great too, like pumpkin seeds on the go. Like there's packs like that.
My kid a bird? No kid is gonna
okay,
pumpkin. You had me at the gummy, so it's like great. I saw that you chose Little Spoon, and I did too for my second child because that's like when it came out. But I just wanted to kind of get your take on exploring the baby food options and why you chose that.
I think now there's a lot of brands out there that are better from like what our parents gave us, and like they just didn't know better. They were doing their best, right? Yeah. Little Spoon, I started with the purees, and like everything is organic and there's minimal ingredients in there. So it's like I think the banana one is just organic banana and like lemon juice. I think that's it. I don't even know if lemon juice is in that one. I can't remember. But they're definitely a cleaner brand without like seed oils and extra sugar. Like I really try to stay away from things with added sugar. Like I love banana, like I said, it has enough sugar. We don't need to add like syrup or, you know, agave or these random things. And then they have plates.
I know, I did that eventually.
Plates I recommend to all my clients with kids. Bryn is not there yet. We're still on purees. But most of their options like don't have seed oils. They're really clean. They have protein in them. Like they're very balanced. Yeah. I think that's a really good option for moms that just like don't want to cook.
Absolutely.
Like it's so easy. You just freeze it and then you heat it up. Like what could be easier? Like there's no excuse for not having a balanced meal for your kids when like these options do exist.
Right. And like, thank God, I feel like back in our day, it was like it was like kid cuisine.
Oh yeah.
Like a TV dinner.
My mom, like is like, I didn't give you that. I'm like, then how do I know what they
What
look
it is?
like?
Mix
Mac and
the
cheese,
sprinkles in.
100%. Or like the pizza bagels, like all that stuff. Like I eat
For
all the
sure.
time. And I mean, I also remember coming home from school and having like those Cool Ranch Dorito, like 100
That's
calorie packs.
exactly what I was thinking of. The Doritos.
Like all that
My
stuff.
fingers were stained different colors. My mouth would be like cheesy orange.
Exactly. Also, like it didn't fill me. Like I would eat 5 of those packs coming home from school. Like it would have been so much better to like have one of these better for you options out there now, or just have some real cheese with some crackers.
Yeah.
And some cut up veggies and hummus.
That's like more what we
making
do
it-
now.
Yeah. And like it is so easy to get that stuff.
So something you mentioned a lot are or is seed oils.
Yeah.
So my question mostly there is, I know they're bad for you.
Yeah.
I want to know why, and I want to know how you identify them on a package.
The oils that are good for you, like supporting your gut health, are avocado oil, coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil. Everything else is highly processed. So it's basically like oil that's just like manufactured and like goes rancid essentially, and it's cheaper. It's
Just
cheaper.
rancid?
It's not clean oil. We're using like canola oil, sunflower oil. There's some sunflower oils that are less processed. Grapeseed oil. The big one is canola oil, which you're going to see in a lot of products. And again, do I have products sometimes with that stuff in it? Of course. Almost all restaurants you're going to cook with sunflower oil, canola oil, grapeseed oil. So you can't avoid it. I just like to say, like, in my house, I try to not buy products with it. Essentially, like, it causes inflammation. When I work with clients, they do tend to change their way of eating by cooking at home and eating a little bit cleaner, and I recommend products to them that are cleaner if they want them. So if they end up going out to dinner, sometimes their stomachs do hurt them because their bodies aren't used to the seed oils anymore. Like when I go out to dinner, my stomach does hurt because I'm not used to it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Plus there's a lot of other things that I'm sure you're not used to in what they cook.
Exactly. But like my big thing is, I think anything is okay in moderation. Like if you are having mostly good, clean ingredients in the house, you're good.
Okay. I want to talk to you really about pregnancy and postpartum. And I want you to share your stories of what worked for you eating wise, also like the trimesters, because
Yeah.
I got really sick my second pregnancy and I ended up, it was during COVID, so you couldn't be hospitalized, but I was on an IV. When I say I wasn't eating,
Yeah.
that wasn't an option. Like, tell me about your experience. Tell me what you recommend. Do you have pregnant clients?
Okay. I have clients that are thinking about getting pregnant because they're worried that they're gonna, gain a ton of weight. I have people that are first trimester that are struggling with, they have no idea what to eat and they're just eating carbs. And then I have people in their third trimester, or people who have, their doctors have said that like they can't gain any more weight. I have
Like gestational diabetes.
Exactly. And I have also postpartum as well, which is a huge one.
I didn't take care of myself postpartum.
Postpartum is really hard, which we can get into. I will say personally, I'm struggling way more postpartum with nutrition, fitness, etc., than I did pregnant.
Makes sense. You're not focusing on yourself all the time. There's little Bryn.
Exactly. So what I like to say is, if you are thinking about getting pregnant in a month or a year, it's not too late. Like, come see me or see someone you trust, a health coach, because you do want to get ahead of it. Because I think a lot of people, when they're pregnant, have the mentality like, I'll just lose the weight after.
100%.
It is not that easy.
100%.
It does not fall off of you unless you have incredible genetics.
Yes.
Or you're doing the things while you're pregnant. I had really good habits pregnant. First trimester, I did not work out at all.
Were you nauseous?
I was very nauseous. I never threw up, but I was very nauseous. My eating was also, I wasn't eating like so much, but I really could only eat like sourdough, cream cheese, butter, fruit. I know is a big one for people that are pregnant. I had a lot of fruit, a lot of cheese, olives, like a lot of salty foods. And then I had to have snacks on me throughout my entire pregnancy, on me at all times.
You would just be starving?
Just like get a quick wave of nausea and I'd have to have a few like pieces of cereal. Like that Lovebird cereal I mentioned, I always had it packed in my bag.
Okay.
The one time I didn't have it, I was on a walk with a former client and I almost threw up in the bushes.
I understand.
Yeah.
Totally. I've been there a few times too.
Then all of a sudden, like, it changed. And I think it was like 11 or 12 weeks. I was like, oh my God, I can work out again. And I really got into working out again. I worked out harder. This is probably a hot topic, but I worked out harder pregnant than like I ever have in my entire life.
Okay.
I was lifting heavier weights. I was seeing a trainer and I felt really good and strong. Obviously, pregnancy comes with a lot of things where you don't feel good and strong. Like I didn't sleep well. Like my back was killing me the entire time. But I felt really good working out and like stretching, things like that. The topic of like aversions.
And your cravings.
Okay.
If any.
So I think cravings are kind of BS.
Really?
Kind of. I think to a point, people have like say it as an excuse.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm really craving McDonald's. Like, I probably would have craved it not pregnant too, is the thing. So like first trimester, I think I had so many aversions. So I had cravings because there was nothing really left.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen yogurt was a big one first trimester too, like 40 carats frozen yogurt from Nightingale's. I was craving it because I couldn't really eat anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Then when it kind of changed, I had like a few aversions left, coffee, peanut butter, like random things.
Did you have a chicken aversion?
No.
I had a chicken aversion.
It's common.
And I've heard of that.
Meats are really common. Yeah. Eggs are really common.
The smell, just like overwhelmed with that stuff.
Oh, smell.
Yeah, smell.
Oh my God. First trimester smells like were awful. Like awful.
Even if it's a good smell, like too much, it just.
Oh my God. I remember being on a walk and I was with one of my best friends who you know too. Shout out Lizzie. And I was like, we can't go on. Like the city is reeking. Like I have to go home. Like it was really
just the air in the city.
Everything was smelling so
I'm
bad.
kind of like nauseous thinking
I
about
have a
that.
dog. Her dog food. I couldn't give her food. Like Jacob had to do it. Like
the smell.
Yeah, the smell. Anyway, so back to
pregnancy.
The cravings. That I think craving things is kind of
just say bullshit. Yeah.
So yeah, I think we kind of just get in our heads like, oh, I'm pregnant. Like I'm craving this. I want it. When I think it's like you need the tactics before you're pregnant to kind of tap into like what you actually want and when you want it. Cause it's like, I think everyone who's pregnant is for the most part, like just like, this is an excuse.
For
like
sure.
I said, I'll lose it after.
Right. You're only growing anyways. It's like.
Exactly.
You're not going to look thin, you know?
So I think when I look back at myself pregnant, like, of course I had a huge belly, but I will say my arms and my legs look as they do now. And I can attribute that to my strength training and having habits. I ate more pregnant. Of course I did. Like I was hungrier. I ate more food.
As you should.
But there's a difference between stuffing my face and eating anything I wanted.
So my ex-husband, my kid's father, owned basically a fast food restaurant and I ate for free.
Yeah.
So I kid you not, I gained, I think something like 67, 68 pounds.
Yeah.
And I weighed the same as my husband when I gave birth.
Yeah.
And everything in me was inflamed and terrible. But like back then, it was like 6 years ago now.
Yeah.
I just wasn't educated enough to know what I should be doing. And I can't tell you that I moved once. I was like a beached whale.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I get it. And I think that's where that all or nothing mindset comes in when you're pregnant or not pregnant. That's why I say you really should get ahead of that.
Yeah.
Like I used to have that all or nothing mindset. Like, okay, I didn't work out today. My week is ruined. Like, that's it. I didn't work out. I'm also just going to eat whatever I want. And, you know, if you're doing that for 9 months,
you're going to end up like a beached whale. Call it what it is, okay?
Beached whale, yeah.
Beached whale. So how was losing the weight postpartum for you?
We'll say I think it came off quicker because of my strength training. Like, I think that was like the key to success, like really building muscle during pregnancy, which it's remind yourself if you are strength training when you're pregnant, like you're not going to see a difference. Like you're gaining weight, like the scale's going to go up, but you have to really just focus on that it's good for you and you're feeling good every day. Like that's what's going to get you through that.
That's really hard for some people.
Totally. Which is why like getting into the habit earlier is like really going to help you. And talking to yourself in the mirror is really awkward, but it really freaking works.
I felt with this podcast at first, I was like, I am just sitting here talking to myself.
But it's going to touch at least one person. And that's what you have to remember when people DM me like, oh my God, their story you talking about that like really helped me.
Oh no, you said that the other day. You were like, you just like 5 minutes. If you do 5 minutes, you're like ahead of like, if you can do 5 minutes of stretching or working out, you moved your body. Better than nothing.
A little goes a long way.
So I appreciated you posting that. So keep doing it. What was your diet like during that time?
God. Okay. Yeah. My diet was really difficult. Kind of just like, I was really craving bagels. See, back to the craving. I think it was my hormones. They still are. It was more just like
a tolerance.
It was anxiety. I was having anxiety. So, and I think when you're having anxiety or stress, like you can really only, for the most part, eat carbs. And I mean, I wasn't really eating so much. Just whatever I could kind of get my hands on in
People give you
apartment.
food? Like, did people send
Yeah,
you
like
food?
my parents brought food, and that was all really helpful. Having really, so I say I was eating bagels. I was also balanced. I also had cottage cheese, and I had a lot of quick, easy things in the apartment. So it wasn't like snacking, munching all day long.
Did you prepare your apartment for postpartum food?
So my parents did.
That is so kind.
Yes, I sent them a list when I was in the hospital, and they stocked my fridge and my freezer. But I had them get things like Amy Lou chicken meatballs. I love, they're easy. In the beginning, like the first 2-3 weeks, I wasn't even doing that. I was doing like quick, like I said, cottage cheese, yogurt. Like I keep repeating those things because they don't expire. Like they're just so easy to have. They expire, obviously, but like not for a few weeks. So
Right.
they're just good, easy things to keep in the house. Like chomp sticks are a really good one, like meat sticks. I know people get the ick.
That gives me the ick. I don't think I can try one. Like a Slim Jim? No.
I think give it a chance. Like a lot of my clients were nervous, and then they had them. They're great. They're a great quick source of protein.
Like my dad likes them, but I don't think it's for me.
Spoke about this morning. I gave you edamame packs. Like all that stuff is just good to have in the house when you need something quick. But I really struggled also not working out. I was going from working out, doing strength training and Pilates my entire pregnancy to afterwards not being able to. And this is
6
a whole other
weeks,
thing.
right?
But
And then
mine
getting
was
back
fine.
into
I had
it.
an issue. I had to get surgery again.
Oh my God, do you want to talk about
We
it?
can talk about it.
All right,
Okay.
let's talk about it.
So my vagina did not heal properly. And
Oh, you had a vaginal birth. That's great.
Yes, vaginal birth. So basically right away, my vagina like was hurting more than my friends had said. Like
Okay.
they were like, I was fine. I was going to dinner. Like I couldn't sit down. Like this was hard. And I was pumping. I pumped for 10 weeks.
I was going to ask how your
too.
feeding journey was too. We'll get
We
there.
can go
We'll get there.
So we need like 3 podcasts.
I know, right?
So to pump, I had to sit up straight, and it was killing me. So the entire time I was like, something is not healing right down there. And I would go for checkups with the gyno, and they're just like, you have to come back and see how it is. So I think it was at my like 12 week. They said like, you're still not cleared to have sex. You can start working out. Come back. We might need to do a restitch. So I had my baby in December. In March, I went in for surgery and had a restitch.
You were in that much pain and like,
So what ended up happening was the first like 12 weeks, it was really uncomfortable. And then, have you ever had a UTI?
actually, I hate to admit
I
this.
haven't either.
Okay. It's like I'm like one of the only girls.
No, I haven't had a UTI either, but I had burning on the outside of my vagina.
Uh-huh.
And I kept telling people I had burning, but it wasn't inside. So it was on the outside.
Yeah.
And I imagine that's what like a UTI is on the inside. That was kind of the main thing. It was like there was like a little divot that wasn't fully closed.
So you tore, and that was the stitch?
I tore it, a 2nd-degree tear that just didn't heal properly.
Okay.
So they went in March, opened me up, and then they said there was a lot of extra scar tissue inside that they had to actually do more than they thought.
And when you say open me up, like, were you awake?
No, they put me out.
Thank God. I was like,
I was out.
it's like, oh my God. It's like a man being circumcised.
No, it was surgery.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it, that happening to anybody else?
I have.
Okay.
Like in different ways, but yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how was your birth with Bryn? How was that whole experience?
Oh gosh.
Did you go into labor?
So I got induced, which is also so unlike me because I'm very like natural and whatever. I was being a little crazy. I wanted a certain doctor. So the doctor that was on my due date was someone I didn't want.
I understand. I did that too, but it didn't go to plan either time. So
It never does.
Oh, it didn't for you either?
I mean, so I actually no, it went to plan. I just think like I ended up getting a surgery again. My due date was the 20th. I had Brett on 18, so it wasn't like so different. I actually got to the hospital and I was 1 centimeter dilated, so like it started. I think overall it was really great. I think no one actually prepares you, like things like the shakes. Like,
did you have it? Yeah. That's a
the
good
whole
one.
time, and no one told me about it. No.
Same. And I forgot. I think that might be a lot of it too. Like
I
women
wanna write
have
it
to
down.
black this out, you
I
know?
should have written it down because now I'm
Otherwise we wouldn't be repopulating the world.
exactly.
You know? So
Yeah.
yeah, that shaking thing, is that really because your body's just like in so much shock? Like
I don't know.
or is it like the drugs that are punching you? Like
I don't know.
Did you get an epidural?
I did get an epidural, thank God, but it also wasn't working.
That happens.
So they had to end up putting more in it. I like feel where right here wasn't working. I felt it
You
really
had an
strong.
epidural in the middle of your...
No. This part
Oh.
here, I felt like really bad.
How'd they get
pain,
you?
really bad pain here, so they had to put more in, and now it's weird. I have a nerve thing right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, something weird.
That's interesting.
I just have weird issues.
No, these are the things that happen that like
Yeah.
people don't
No
talk
one
about.
speaks
Who's
to
gonna say I have a little bit of a nerve thing? here?
No,
Like,
so when I do abs, like I like an ab workout, like I feel it like more on that.
okay.
Yeah.
And how was the experience like with Jacob, your
Oh,
husband,
right.
and like
So I love my husband, guys. He's so supportive. I'm obsessed with him.
I love him too.
He's amazing, I swear. But I think you need a girl in the room. I think you need a best friend or mom, someone like just with you venting. Like my back was killing me and you can't really move with the epidural.
Yeah.
And I just want to complain. Like I want to sit there and be like, this is so annoying. And he just didn't want to like complain with me. He didn't want to vent. And I told his sister who I love, Shelby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Shelby, you should have been there. And she's like, yeah, I would have been like, we need a Tempur-Pedic in here. Like, you know, like it's just a different level of like a guy versus a girl venting.
Like the
you
support.
could sit with your girlfriends for hours just like talking and like, I don't know. Jacob can't really do that.
Jacob, one of those dads that was like lying on the couch in his sleep.
He definitely napped, yeah.
Napped or like didn't participate.
No, he participated.
Okay.
He participated, but he took a little snooze, which is fine. I mean,
That's
there was no shot I
normal.
was sleeping.
Right. Exactly. Did you have to throw anything at him to get his attention?
No, I was nice. I let him sleep.
Oh my God.
I usually don't though. Like on a day-to-day basis, like if
Like, get the fuck
if the
up.
dog is waking up in the middle of the night, like I'll start like stomping, like I'm loud. I'm like, if I'm not, you gotta be up, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
And how quick was your labor till you delivered?
They induced me, I think it was like around 2 a.m. and I had her 12:41 in the afternoon.
Okay.
It was pretty
Decently
fast. I
quick.
pushed like under 30 minutes. It was great.
I don't know if you heard, but I pushed for 2.5
No.
hours with my
I wouldn't.
first.
I couldn't.
He
I
was
couldn't.
faced the wrong way and it just
really
wasn't
scary.
happening. Like it just wasn't happening. And by the end of 2.5 hours
Yeah.
of pushing, beyond exhaustion, I was like, cut me open, get him out.
No, on my last one, I was like, I have to give it my all because I won't be doing this anymore. Like it takes everything out of you.
It does, and you can't really feel, you know what you're kind of
Yeah.
doing, but like I couldn't tell how hard I was pushing at any point.
So I pushed wrong the first sequence.
The fuck does that mean?
So they
Wrong hole?
they tell me to do it like you can't, like you're underwater, like breathing like out, like pushing out.
Oh, okay.
So- So I took
Underwater.
it literal and I start like, and Jacob's like, okay, this isn't working. Like, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta push hard.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're constipated or something.
Uh-huh.
And that worked.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got there.
Did Jacob hold your leg?
No.
Where was he standing?
So I guess I kind of blacked out that part. He says he saw the whole thing, which I didn't want him to. So at the end, he like went down to see Bryn come at me.
Did he recover from that?
We're still good. So, you know,
So whatever. Watch the next one.
I feel like he will.
Yeah, I think like now it's not so shocking.
Yeah.
Right?
I just was like, I don't want you to look at me differently. Like, I don't know. But he
Girl.
seems fine.
Exactly. I mean, it was your child coming out of him and like
Yeah.
he came in you and then
Exactly.
something was going to have to come out of you, you know?
I was just
Something
like
came
stay
out of
by
him.
my head, but he didn't listen. It's fine.
It's fine. I'd be a little curious too. I remember Ross kind of peeking over the sheet. You know,
Yeah.
like,
You're fully exposed.
was your labor painful or did you have like medication so you barely even felt it?
That the one left side.
Well,
thing
that was like
annoying.
pushing,
Yeah.
right?
But the actual like labor was fine. Oh, the monitors weren't working, so I had to conduct my like pushes. Whenever like the cramping got worse,
Okay.
I would be like, okay, it's worse. I think we have to push, and we push.
that's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to,
Yeah,
to
to
feel,
feel.
that enough that
Yeah.
your body was able
Yeah.
to do it. I was really going off of what they said,
Most people do. It was weird, like the monitors weren't working.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like maybe you should get some freaking monitors
get
at work
monitors.
while you're birthing. That's when you needed Shelby. Where was Jacob? Monitoring.
Exactly. Literally.
Well, Jacob's prepared for the next round.
Yeah, maybe Shelby will be there too. We'll see.
Yeah, all right. I think we figured that out.
Yeah.
You learn more like as
Exactly.
you do it, So I want to talk to you a little bit. You mentioned your breastfeeding journey, 10 weeks of pumping. Is it
Yes.
pumping?
Yes, I was not getting like enough milk by any means, so I got a breast reduction in. I don't know if you know that.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, I know you had big
Yeah.
tits growing up,
yeah,
but it didn't even cross my mind. Like your body's changed
I
from
know.
puberty.
I know. I got a breast reduction in 2019.
I'm like,
Yeah, so after college,
okay.
the plastic surgeon at the time, I was nowhere near having kids, but I was just like, will it affect breastfeeding one day? And he said it could, it couldn't. Like, there's no way to tell. So I was able to produce milk, but it was very little. And in the hospital, like, I was really only like giving colostrum, and that's when she was on the boob. And then I was just like too stressed out afterwards. I didn't know how much she was getting. Like, it was just like I was already so anxious. It was a mental thing for me. I was like, I just want to pump and also supplement, like give her formula so I don't have to like stress and worry about it. I was stressing and worrying about everything.
No, it's like you can't help somebody if you can't help yourself.
Exactly.
And I tell my kids that now. I'm able to articulate that. I'm like, mommy has to eat, because if mommy doesn't eat, mommy's not going to be able to feed you.
100%. Same thing with working out. Like, I think people should work out in front of their kids. Like, have them do some downward dog.
Mine are so fucking disruptive.
Have them get involved. Have them do a push-up.
No, they will. They will get involved, and they'll do it for a second. But then they're like grabbing my mat and my equipment, and I'm like, don't throw the weight on your toe, you know?
No, it's definitely harder, but I think just having them see you work out, like, will set up the good habit for them that, like, they know it's, like, normal and good to work out and, like, put you first.
Yeah. I think, like, as a single mom, they're really seeing that, like, mommy is the star of the show and, like, runs the ship, and the ship doesn't function without the captain.
Exactly. I always say this, like, you have to put your life mask on in an airplane before anyone else's, before you reach for your kids, or no one's going to be okay. So you have to remember that every single day. Like I would this morning, you know, it's not perfect, but because I need to take care of myself before my day begins and I take care of her. Like I need it for my mental.
I'm not going to lie. If I were on an airplane, I'd probably hold my breath, put the oxygen masks on my kids, and then do my.
I know.
I understand, but like they're not taking a breath. That's the thing I have is like I still do that in my day to day. I make sure everything's right for them, and then that's why the boiled egg comes into play and the banana, because those are quick things that I can shove down my mouth.
Yeah, and
that sounds so wrong.
No, I think it's easy things that you need to do for you, and it doesn't need to be all at once. So I was pumping for 10 weeks the entire time, every single day. You can ask my husband. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
What pump did you use?
This anymore. Spectra.
The Spectra, the pink one or the blue one? The blue one that's like cordless.
Yeah.
And did you find, after pumping, that your nipples were like,
long?
That's one way to put it. Like
so long.
I swear mine are like permanently changed.
Yeah. Mine's
not long anymore, but I feel like they got the life.
No, 100%. And I had this thing, I heard like one other person had it. I'm sure it's very common. So DM me if you're watching this and you've had it. I had a wave of anxiety when I would pump. Like it was really bad. Like, so during those 20, 30 minutes, I would just be super anxious. And I never had anxiety before.
I definitely had the same. It's because you can't help and like you're relying on somebody else to be doing stuff. And I even had like the wearable pumps, like the Willow, the LV. I don't know if they still make these things.
So no, they probably do. I wasn't getting enough, so I use that.
Yeah, I hear you. I eventually was the same. I think I was able to do it for 3 months,
which is
amazing. I mean, at the cost of my entire mental well-being. So my child was just fucking starving.
Yeah.
So like,
did you get formula?
Oh yeah. He was doing both for a while too.
Yeah.
He came out and in the hospital, they gave him a bottle of formula as well, and he downed the whole thing. And if you know anything about babies, they say like your stomach is like the size of a pea. They're like, oh, if they take like a little sip, that's great. And I was like, that's not normal. They're like, well, if he's eating it, I'll just keep feeding him.
It's also really hard in the hospital. Like, you don't know who to turn to. Like, I think that's where my anxiety started. Like, you have 10 nurses. They're all telling you something. And I'm just like, what do I do? So they basically were like, oh, she's good. You don't need to give her any formula right now. And I would have in the hospital. They said that. So I was like, okay. And then she lost a lot of weight in the hospital. So we had to go to the doctor right after. It ended up being fine once we gave her formula.
Yeah, that's common.
Yeah. But yes, I think it's a really hard journey, pumping, breastfeeding.
Was it painful? I was in so much fucking pain.
Not really, just when I stopped. Like, so.
No, the physical, like your tit going through. Sorry.
It wasn't. It wasn't too bad. Like, that was not.
I don't know if I had the right size or something.
Maybe not.
My entire tit was going through this thing. I don't know. I tried like a bunch. Did you use lube?
Oh, I used coconut oil sometimes.
Sometimes. Once I did that like changed the game for me, because otherwise it's raw dogging your skin through a fucking.
Definitely. That helped. Yeah, that helped like feel better. And like at first I had like the red marks and like that one.
Yeah.
Oil.
Did you use anything? Like I had these cooling pads. I mean, I was in so much pain. I couldn't put a bra back on after.
So pros and cons, like I feel like I didn't have any pain whatsoever, whether it was like with pumping or I could go to lunch and not have to like pump because I wasn't producing enough. It was basically like I would just have to time it, okay, every 3-4 hours to pump. Like I didn't have my boobs to remind me because I wasn't in pain.
Oh,
It's good and it's bad because I wasn't able to get
ever, even at the beginning.
when I stopped.
Okay.
When I stopped, like 5 days after I stopped, I was in pain, but that was it.
Oh my God.
I went cold turkey stopping, which was not smart.
You seem to be like pretty good on the pain thing other than the tear.
Yeah, I'm an HSP, highly sensitive person.
Is that a thing?
I think I heard it on Skinny Confidential podcast.
Okay.
But usually I am really sensitive with things, so I'm shocked that my boobs were fine.
Okay. Do you mean like not an emotionally
No,
sensitive?
emotional, physical,
Oh,
like
it's a
everything.
whole
I'm just
encompassing
a
thing.
sensitive person.
And what's the opposite? Like a highly unsensitive person? I might fall under that
Like you
one.
tolerate everything.
Oh, I sure fucking do. Way too much. That's why we're sitting here.
Exactly.
Wait, that's so funny. Okay, my children are in the worst routine and habit of their breakfast. It's
Yeah.
my own fault.
Mm-hmm.
When we were growing up, I had a boyfriend, like a high school
Mhm.
boyfriend, and I spent a lot of time at his house.
I think I know him.
I think you know him too. And we'll just call him Tweety.
Perfect.
Okay, so
Shout out, Tweety.
Tweety does not listen to the podcast. So I live at Tweety's house, and he's like a teenage boy, and he had a waffle, like an Eggo
Mhm.
waffle with Nutella. Now I do also do sometimes like the protein waffles, the better for you waffles, but I have to say my children want to eat an Eggo waffle with Nutella, whether I give them some fruit or
Yeah.
something else, whatever,
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah. Okay. So there's better for you waffles out there. Like, have you heard of Evergreen? They sell them at Whole Foods.
I might. I don't know the name brand,
Okay.
but like I see protein on it and I try them.
If there's really not a lot of protein
Are those
in
the
that
little
one,
square ones?
yes.
They like those, like the
Okay.
banana,
Exactly.
the pumpkin
There's
stuff.
a lot of protein in that one. So I think like if you want to go for something with better ingredients, like Evergreen would be the goal.
Okay.
It's another story if you want to add protein to it. Like you could.
I just need to do better than
Yeah.
the Eggo and Nutella.
I think like just don't have the Eggo in the house. Only have the Evergreen. That's what I would say.
Okay, as long as it's a frozen waffle.
Then high protein waffles, you do not taste the difference.
Okay.
Like they're amazing. I had one this morning for breakfast with some peanut butter and jam on top. I usually do butter and maple syrup, but there was no maple syrup at my parents'. Really good option for kids.
I'm scared to
sugar.
tell you that I also use, I don't think it's even called this anymore, but Aunt Jemima syrup.
Okay. Yeah. I have a post coming up about this. The thing is, there are so many ingredients in there. That's an ultra processed thing. And I think your boys won't notice
They don't.
if it's pure organic maple syrup.
It's a me thing. So like, I don't know if other people have this, but you have these memories from your childhood
Yeah.
of things that were around the house in your fridge.
Yeah.
And like, they just kind of become staples.
Yeah.
And like you said, like the Heinz, the Aunt Jemima, you don't even realize back in the day we were eating fucking Dunkaroos. Like,
I totally get it. I think it's that memory aspect, but if you change it, it will be a really easy swap. You just need to kind of go cold turkey with something like that, and it'll get really easy. I used to be addicted to Splenda.
I am.
Okay.
Shit.
It's okay. It's okay. But my point being, Splenda and Diet Peach and Apple, I was addicted. Now, if I had them, I'd think they were disgusting. Same with the Aunt Jemima syrup. Because my body is now trained to like real things that are not ultra processed. So
What sugar do you like?
you could do agave, you could do coconut sugar, you could do honey. You
I
could
find they're not sweet enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like better for you creamers out there where you
Oh.
could do like a Califia Farms.
Okay.
There's a lot of brands. And I think, like I said, everyone is really different. So I meet my clients where they are. And if you tell me like you need the Aunt Jemima, that is okay. But like, let's then focus on somewhere else that like, you're like, okay, I can deal with swapping that.
Mm-hmm. And my next question is, how is working with my ex?
I love working with all my clients. Seriously.
She's just being diplomatic.
No, I swear.
Did he listen?
Everyone listens.
He took your advice? I think I saw some like H-bar snacks in our house.
So the thing about men is they're really skeptical to start with me at first. Like they think they're going to make all these crazy changes. They can't drink. They can't have a social life. And like they like working with me so much because it's easy.
No, he religiously would keep his appointment with you. I didn't even get to say hi to her on most of these calls.
They like the accountability. And like I said, it's easy. Like working with me shouldn't feel like a diet to me.
I kind of see that's your whole thing. Like you have this one plate rule. We should
Mhm.
kind of talk about that, like if you're going to a buffet
Yes.
type of thing? Tell them about that. 'Cause I know.
So one plate, whether you're at a barbecue, Thanksgiving, a buffet, you build your plate with a lot of protein, a ton of veggies, a smaller amount of carb and fat, and you're not going back for seconds. You probably won't need them. If you do, eat slow, take a pause, drink water. And if you actually are hungry, you could go back for more protein. But I think what a lot of us do, let's say Thanksgiving, you love the stuffing, right? You're going to put stuffing on your plate and the sweet potato with the marshmallow, right? And you didn't even put turkey on it. Then you're immediately going to take another spoonful of stuffing and then another. And it's going to be, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 calories. Where like if you really just had everything on your plate and maybe had a few bites of the turkey first to fill up, you wouldn't keep going back for more. It's the same thing with dessert. Like, be honest with yourself. If you are obsessed with apple pie, right? Or cheesecake, whatever it may be, and you really don't have it that often, and that's at the dessert table, have a full slice. If you sit there and take one bite of it, you're going to keep picking and the entire pie is going to be gone. And then you're going to be upset with yourself. And then that's when the guilt spiral happens. Mm. So really just like tuning into what you want, what you actually want. And I even have some people that are like, I was just eating the cookie because it was there. Like
100%.
Pick what you actually want and enjoy. People will be like, I went for the fruit because it was healthy. You didn't even want the fruit. You have fruit every day. So have the cheesecake.
Yeah. I find it difficult at like things like my grandparents' country club. That sounds so. But in a setting where it's a buffet, a really big buffet, I'm going for courses.
Yeah.
So like I'll make a salad plate and then I have an entree plate. And then sometimes there's sushi and I'll have a sushi plate. And then dessert, you get like one of everything.
Yeah. So I'm okay with you sticking to like an appetizer, a main, and a dessert. I think if it's anything more than that, then it kind of gets out of hand.
Okay.
So like maybe the sushi goes with like your salad appetizer. It's the same thing like if you're at a Greek restaurant, right? And like you're getting your dips, you're getting your octopus, you're getting your like, I don't know, pita, whatever it may be. Make one plate there. And if things are coming out at separate times, have your allotted serving. If you feel like you need more, take a pause. Like pausing will be your best friend. Like take a pause, slow down, put your fork down. No one ever does that.
I never do that and I don't slow down. That's like a busy mom thing. It's like
we're sitting there shoveling and I've definitely caught myself recently like eating very quick, especially when Brandon was with me at the table. So it's something I have to do too and be mindful. But a tip that's really helpful is when the food comes out, whether you are making breakfast or you're at dinner, like the food is in front of you, before you pick it up, just take a pause. And I don't mean like a minute pause, like a 10, 20-second pause, because that's just going to help you be mindful for the entire meal, to slow down, put your fork down, drink water. Most of us aren't even drinking water throughout the meal.
I don't. I honestly, when I'm at a restaurant and they put water in my cup, I completely forget about it.
Exactly. And then that's when you don't realize that you're actually full. Like you need to be eating slow, having your one plate, so that when you're done, you're like, okay, I'm actually full. I don't really need more. Sometimes you do, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't be going for the stuffing because that's not going to fill us. The protein is going to be what fills us.
So another thing I wanted to ask you about is something I often do as a busy mom is order a pizza. For me, for my kids, it's just something that's dinner, cheese, bread. Everybody likes it.
Yeah. Easy.
Do you support?
So I support everything in moderation, and everyone is different. So like, let me ask you this. Do you like salad with grilled chicken?
No.
Okay. What do you like in terms of protein from a pizza restaurant? Would you ever eat salmon? Would you ever eat?
I was like, I'd put meatball on my pizza.
Would you ever order like the appetizer meatball separate?
Like a chicken parm roll.
Would you ever eat chicken parm?
Yeah, I would prefer to have the roll.
What if you're getting pizza? Do you feel like you would need the roll?
Yeah. So when we were growing up, there was a restaurant called Pirandello's that we used to walk to in high school. Yeah. And I would always get a chicken roll and a slice of pizza. And that is my goddamn thing.
So what I would say is, how frequently are we having this? If you're having it pretty much all the time, like the staple in your house, like an ordering in staple, I would say like, let's pick one, pizza or the roll. We don't eat both. And then let's try to crowd out, meaning what protein or veggie can we have to crowd out having 2, 3, 4 slices of pizza or the pizza plus?
That's what I need, because I can eat half a pie of pizza in one sitting, but there is no protein being ordered in this order. I would say we do it maybe once a month, occasionally twice, depending on the circumstance.
Any kind of salad?
I call that rabbit food, and it's like a last resort. How did you get into this?
I was always very into health, wellness, food. I gained a lot of weight in college. And I was always on a new diet. Like I was always seeing dietitians, nutritionists. Like it was a lot of binge eating. It would be like when I came home for a December break, I would see someone like, because when I come home, it would like hit me that I like was eating and drinking so much. Or like when I came home from abroad, like things like that. So I just felt like nothing was personalized. And I always thought I was like a healthy eater, but I didn't have the education of it. Like one of my friends makes fun of me when I was studying abroad in Florence. I was getting a salad every single day. It was not a healthy salad. There's a difference between a healthy salad for maintenance and weight loss, and then you can gain weight from a salad. So, you know, I had double feta, and at this place in Florence, it was a huge block of feta, and it was double. Then I did double balsamic, double cranberries. It ended up being a very...
My mouth is watering.
No, it was sick. Double truffle balsamic. Like, it was God. But so I really just struggled, and I saw people, and I just felt like nothing was personalized for me. It was just like a one pager, like eat this, don't eat that.
Yeah.
And as we just worked through that scenario with pizza and hard boiled eggs, like no one was doing that for me. And I would go back to college and, you know, not eat all day, have a little yogurt. And then at night I would stuff my face when I was drunk. It was like a lot of drunk eating. So I had always really been interested in this. And I was in the corporate world. I was in marketing, I was in retail management and then marketing. And I had a really bad situation where I got laid off. My entire company shut down, so all employees got laid off from one company. Then I started a new job the same month COVID started, and I was laid off obviously right away too.
Right.
I had luckily started a program to become a health coach like 2 months before COVID. So it was like such a blessing. And I had always said in the back of my mind, like, this could be something I want to do in the future. I did not think it would happen so quickly, but COVID was honestly like such a blessing. So I started creating my Instagram, Health by Amanda Robin.
With a Y.
With Y. It was not that at the time. I changed it.
What I need to know is,
it wasn't anything crazy. It was Amanda Robin Refined.
Anything else?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
You know, remember when we had like AIM username?
Yeah. Oh, Manny Laugh 94.
Oh, that's so you. I was T Got Talent 940.
I like to remember that.
Oh my God.
So funny. So basically, halfway through the program, I was able to take on clients, and I did. I don't think I would have done that if I had a job, but I was like so proud and so happy about it, and I've been doing it ever since. So 2020.
That's so crazy because I never, like growing up with Amanda, didn't see that as your path, but all of a sudden you really blossomed when you went into that. And I see that you're super passionate about it. You're always smiling. And do you feel like it's fulfilling?
100%. I truly love what I do. And like in high school, if you knew me, like I wasn't like extremely overweight or like eating all this healthy food either. But like I just had bad habits. Like my dad, I remember, would always get a huge Kirkland Costco tub of like nuts. And I would just sit there eating handfuls. So it's not that I was like a bad eater. I just didn't know I should be eating something else other than that because nuts are great, but in moderation. So
right.
Yes, I love what I do. I'm extremely fulfilled. I love working with clients.
And with that Costco mention, how do you feel about people buying things in bulk? Do you think that could be a problem?
I think it depends what it is.
Like water, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I buy like a few things from Costco in bulk. They have some really great things. I love their peanut butter, Kirkland peanut butter, 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt. We eat it every day. Smoothies, yogurt bowls, etc. On my waffles this morning. They have Amy Lou chicken meatballs.
Oh, you love those?
Love those. They have them there. My favorite flavor, basil parmesan. So they have a lot of good products. You just kind of have to go digging. What I do with my clients, if they want it, I go grocery shopping with them, which is like a huge thing. So we can we talk about this stuff all the time, but like to actually go down the aisles, like a lot of my clients do like doing that too.
So do you feel like most of your clients are here?
I would say most of my clients are in the city, New York City. I have clients.
There is no other city. So
I used to live in DC, so.
Did you call it the city?
No.
Okay.
I lived there for 11 months. I've had clients in Ohio. I have Florida clients. I have pretty much everywhere. I have a lot of Long Island. It really just depends. I work virtually, so I can take on anyone.
I remember seeing you on the screen every now and then.
Yeah. Hi. I never worked in person, which
2020, you know?
Yeah, I sometimes crave interaction. Definitely. There's some days where I don't leave my apartment and that's really bad. But I just think I can get way more done working virtually. Maybe one day I'll like open up a little office where I like when I'm in the suburbs one day. Don't know where. One day.
Are we thinking about that?
No, not anytime soon.
Okay.
Like years down the road.
Okay.
But I don't know. We'll see. I have a lot of like dreams for myself, like maybe like selling food there and like things like that.
I love this. I
Yeah.
love that you still have like more that you want to accomplish with this. Like you're not at the peak because like when you are, the only place to go is down.
Exactly.
So that's amazing. I'm so glad you're so fulfilled with this. And like you glow when you talk about this stuff. It is so nice.
Love it. I think it is, there's a lot of noise out there. And I think what I do is like really realistic. And I just like want to educate people. Like that's the bottom line.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk to you about just a little bit about raising a kid in the city. Like, how is that going?
Wow. Okay. It's been a whirlwind. I think it's really great being in the city right now. I think it's just so easy to go downstairs and run for coffee with her and go to the supermarket. But I am such a suburb girl too, where I'm so excited for the day I can like, put her in the car and go to Whole Foods and fill up my trunk with groceries.
Wow, dreams.
So I think it's really nice for classes, for getting to meet new people, but it's definitely not like my permanent place.
Okay. So we're just going to wrap this up because this might be the longest episode ever, but that's because I have such a good friend here and I haven't seen her in so long. So I can't help it. But I just wanted to, yeah, absolutely. A lot to catch up on. I wanted to ask you two questions for other people that might be listening. What's one thing you would say to a mom who feels like she lost herself right now?
Love that question. I think everything is temporary. Like we all go through these like waves of not feeling enough, feeling guilty, feeling like you're not being the best version of yourself. Like you can get it back. We had a really good conversation about like starting somewhere. So I think just start somewhere. Like what can you do today to improve and make yourself feel a little bit better? And I think, I don't know if we fully finished this conversation about like looking in the mirror and like,
yes, we didn't.
Complimenting yourself. Like if you're like, for me personally, like my stomach area right now after having kids.
Dude, mauled.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, I'll look in the mirror and be like, okay, my arms are looking strong today. Like I'm so glad that my baby is perfect and she came from my stomach. Like,
100%.
look at my calves are looking strong. Like whatever it may be, just complimenting yourself in other ways and just working towards like a better version of yourself. I think you don't need to be who you were. Like you can be a totally different version of yourself in a better way.
I feel like that's a really common thing is trying to get back to where you were. And the truth is that there is no going back.
You're a different person. You have a different life. So like, what can you do differently? And I think like, it's funny because like I coach people obviously weekly, but like,
oh, you do? I didn't know that that's what you did.
Sometimes I set sessions with myself. Like, and I think everyone can kind of do that too. Like, check in with yourself. Like, okay, this is the week I have. Like, can I time block? Can I fit my workouts in here? And it's just like a really good way to like focus on you.
I like that. The next question's pretty easy. Where can people find you if they want to work with you or follow your journey?
Okay, my website, www.healthbyamandaraubin.com. I have testimonials on there. I have pictures of some clients, and you can just fill out the contact me form. You can visit my Instagram at Health by Amanda Robin and also TikTok, but I have to work on that because my TikTok game is not strong.
Me neither. I feel like we just missed that, TikTok thing. Yeah. I'm really struggling there.
Really struggling. I'm not a scroller, so it's not.
I don't get it.
It doesn't come natural to me, but I'm working on it. And yeah, that's really it. If you want to get started with me, email me or DM me. My email is amanda@healthbyamandarobin.com. And I am currently taking on new clients. I also offer like one-off services if you want to go grocery shopping together and you live in Long Island or New York City.
Amazing. Well, Amanda, thank you so much for being on Young, Hot, and Divorced.
Thanks for having me, Tori.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for listening to Young, Hot, and Divorced. I'm Tori. That's Amanda. And we'll catch you next week.
Bye.
We did it.
How'd I do?
We did it.